Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from IBG models. And this is a model which is made in 1/72 scale. We have here PZL P.24B fighter, but today's edition is focused on Bulgarian service aircraft. So as you can see, we have one of them on the box art, and of course we have a commercial sample here, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you will see in this video review. And it might be interesting to check what is actually supplied here and how Bulgarian aircraft were different from Polish ones, for example. So in 1/72 scale it will not take a lot of space, and as you can see, even the box is not that huge. Here's comparison with my hand. We have really nice box art here, and the kit number is 72554. Here on the side you can see some other kits. We reviewed some of them, so you can find it easily on our YouTube channel, while on the opposite side you can see also 3 marking options which are included into this kit, but we will talk more about them when we will be checking the assembly manual, because they usually include the marking guides there, which are way more detailed than just side profiles. Okay, so here you can see how the parts are packed, and next I need to open these plastic bags. Here we have a weird mix of the Ziplocs and resealable plastic bags, but at least, well, no, there are some sealed plastic bags as well. So I was going to say that I'm happy to see that there are no sealed plastic bags, but there are. Okay, so we zoom in, open the lenses, our sticker, and here's the first plastic sprue. So here we have the struts. I guess these ones will be used for the wing and also for the landing gear. But overall molding quality looks fine, and here you can see them from the opposite side. Okay. Next, we continue with another plastic sprue. So this one is dedicated to the cockpit floor. We also have here the rudder, and also we have the cockpit walls as well. So everything looks fine, and here you can check those parts from the opposite side. There is really good molding quality for this size, and here you can see comparison with my fingertips. So some parts are quite tender, and you have to be careful while working with them. Next, we continue with the sprue Z. So here we have the parts for the tail wings, as far as I can see, and also various struts again. So overall molding quality looks fine, and also the surface details, they look really good for this scale, and I don't think it will be really easy to get them lost with the layer of primer and paint. Next, another plastic sprue comes. So here we have the sprue M. This one is molded together with the propeller and also landing gear wheels, which are together with the fairings. Here you can check the fairings as well. So everything looks fine. Maybe this design with the wheels and fairings might require some careful painting, but I don't think it will be a huge problem. Next, we continue with the separate ailerons and engine. And as for the engine, it looks really good. As you can see, it is molded as a single piece part, so it's just a matter of painting it properly, and maybe it will require some fine brush work, but I don't think it will be a difficult task to do, especially for modelers who are brave enough to work on 1/72 scale aircraft. Next, we continue with the landing gear wheels for the version without fairings, and here we also have the frontal section of the cowling. As you can see, it's also molded with this exhaust tubes, let's say, or pipes. And again, everything looks fine. We have attachment points here, only 3 attachment points, so if you separate them carefully, you will be fine. Next, we continue with the Ziploc bag. No, let's start with this resealable plastic bag, because here I can see some new parts. Probably those ones will be used for today's version. So for example, here you can see the propeller and another cowling version, and everything looks fine. The only thing is that propeller has the attachment points on the blades, but well, if you have some experience with the propeller aircraft, you should be fine. Next, we continue with the cowling, and that's what I usually like about such design, because we have this frontal section of the cowling molded as a single piece part, so it means you won't have any seams or gaps. You just have to carefully separate it and install onto the aircraft. Also here you can see another type of the engine, and if I flip them over here, you can check them from the opposite side. So everything looks fine in those parts, and I wonder why we have one more engine here, as you can see, and we also have the ailerons, another version. So maybe that's just a nice bonus, maybe that's a slightly different version. We will see it in the assembly manual. But as for the fuselage halves, here they are provided on the separate plastic frame, and here you can see they are molded without the tail fin and also without the coating, as you remember. As for the panel lines, they are quite fine, I would say, so it will be really difficult to lose them. And here inside we have some minor cockpit features, but they will be enhanced with the separate parts. Next, we continue with the sealed plastic bag. So here I have to cut through it, so just give me a moment. And I guess those sprues which are coming in a sealed plastic bags, they are kind of universal for all of the versions of this aircraft. For example, here we have the wing parts, and as you can see, the overall design is somewhat standard for the wing. We have the separate ailerons, as you can see, and what else? The surface details look good. If we flip it over, we can notice that we have not only the guiding elements, but we also have the wing edges serving as a guiding element, so that's a quite smart design in my opinion. Next, we continue with another sealed plastic bag, so just give me a moment. I will open it. Okay, so here we have another type of the engine parts. Maybe it's worth zooming in back so that you can see more. And again, fuselage halves. I guess this type will not be used in today's version, but we will see. And as for the internal features, it's pretty much the same as what we saw on the previous pair of the fuselage parts. But that's not all. We also get the clear plastic sprue, so I just need to open it. And here we have the canopy parts. So for this scale, those parts look really great, but I think there are no masks included, so in case you would like to have a really nice paint finish, you have to get your own masks. But what we get is actually several types, actually several P threads, not the types. They're just different sizes, and we also get the clear parts in a slightly different way. So I will explain what I'm talking about in a second. So first of all, let's take a look at the P parts. Here they are. As you can see, there are a lot of parts for the engine, for the cockpit. We even have the framing for the canopy. So really cool bonus for this scale aircraft. And I was talking about the clear parts, so they are included in form of this clear film. And as you can see, it will provide you, I would say, more precise up-to-scale finish, but it will be also necessary to cut them in a right shape because there are no spare parts included. And as for the decals, I guess I will open or close the lenses a bit, and here you can see the decal sheet. It's printed in tech mode. We have all necessary symbols. We even have some decals for the cockpit included here. And overall printing quality looks great in my opinion, so it's just a matter of picking the marking option you would like to replicate. But that's not all. We also get the assembly manual. So this one is printed in color. And here, surprisingly, we get the short history note. So let's zoom out. And now you can see what I am talking about. So history note is printed in Polish and English as far as you can see. Next we continue with the parts map, and assembly process starts with the cockpit, of course. So here you have to plan in advance how you will be painting all of these parts, and note that the P parts are also being used right away. We even have some P parts for the seat belts as far as you can see. Next we continue with the engine assembly, and then we start working on the wing parts which are installed onto the fuselage. Also wing struts. Here we have the tail wing and the rudder, landing gear, and then we proceed with more P parts for the landing gear. We also copy the canopy with the help of the clear film, and here you can see the final result. So I do not see any rigging here, and I'm not sure if this version was actually featuring any rigging, so feel free to write in the comment section. But next here we continue with 2 marking options included. So this one with the writing on the fuselage is quite interesting to copy in my opinion. And here we have another one with the yellow accents. So 3 marking options in total, as you remember, and all of them are available together with this kit. So if you would like to copy this aircraft with unusual markings, it should be already available on IBG website. And of course I will be happy to hear your opinion about this release. Write it here in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.